Hey, this mindful thing is so cool. It's awesome. Like, can meditate anywhere, right? And you really can. You don't even need this, but this really helps. It helps with the mind's eye, the third eye, the single eye of the heart. And that darkness sparks up the inner light that's in your head, that's in your heart, that's in your chakras, that's in your veins, that's in your meridians, that's in your nerves. But I kind of want to share something. There was this movie that came out a few years ago called The Life of Walter Mitty or something. Can't remember. It had that guy in it from The Office, the boss from The Office. Can't even remember the actor's name. But basically, this guy worked at some place in New York, some menial job, right? And he had settled for this menial job, and it's kind of later in life. He was led to Iceland and like kind of ended up traveling all over Europe and stuff, and like just took this leap of faith and felt free and liberated and made these choices that he was always afraid to make. You know, longboarded down a mountain in Iceland or Greenland or whatever. And I remember my brother, he loved this movie, and this movie I saw that it sparked this passion in his heart, this passion in his life, and it kind of sparked some it kind of sparked some it kind of sparked sorry, I lose my train of thought around people. I'm really energetically sensitive. It sparked like this sadness, and because he saw like, or he felt like he had to push through a lot of stuff, and maybe he did, but when you have that passion, pushing through this stuff is so easy. It's just such an explosion inside of you of love and passion and joy. And it's like, I remember my brother like talking to my mom like, hey, I want to go travel Europe. I want to backpack through Europe. I want to do all this stuff. I'm 20. I don't know if my brother was like 23, 24, 25 at the time. But my brother wanted to do all this stuff. And he's talking to my mom about it, and like, I can't remember what my mom said. My mom actually, she used to live in Provence, France, and she used to live in Germany. I think just outside of Munich. And my mom did like modeling when she was like 19 and 20 for like magazines and stuff. And so my brother was talking to my mom about it, and my brother really wanted to do this stuff. And it was, my parents are really limiting, by the way, and my dad is too, because my dad did not break through these things when he was in his 20s. And so uh the flies. But my dad didn't break through these things in his 20s. And so he put that shit on my brother. He put that shit on me. And that's been something that I've been pushing through, is my father's pressure and self-hatred. And I don't know why it affects me so much. I want to say that not all of it has to, but some of it I choose to for very good reasons, to help my family and to learn and to grow and to clear out of the collective. If that makes sense. But you know, I'm starting to really push through and shove this shit to the side, and I feel sad that my brother didn't take that opportunity and go do that. My brother settled for less. My brother's like a computer genius. He's really smart with computers. And perhaps this was a lesson for me. My brother was sacrificing what he wanted to do to, or just showing. Maybe my brother was just kind of showing this, and he wasn't aware of it, of something that I will be doing later in my future. And you know, I've been traveling in this bus for a while now, and it's like life just pushed me there, and I had to follow this passion. I couldn't There's just this burning passion, this burning desire in me, and I could not settle for less. My brother ended up settling for less. I think he ended up going back to college for computers, which he didn't need to do, but the old generation, my uncle said, "Oh, you gotta go get a degree. I know you know all that stuff about computers and stuff, and you can do it, but you need that piece of paper that says you can do this." And turns out my brother wasted a bunch of money the third time going to college to study stuff he already knew, to get a piece of paper that he did not end up getting, because he ended up getting a good job, and now he's got an even better job where he hacks the hackers and does this thing called phishing, and like gets all the hackers' information, and for the big companies that they hack, and puts justice on them. But pretty much, I'm in California now. I think I'm in California. By the Carl's Jr. By the Green Burrito Carl's Jr. Look out the window. But yeah, I just felt like I should share that. It seems like you gotta get this burning desire and this burning passion in your life, and once you have that, there's nothing that's gonna hold you back. There's nothing. And my brother had it, and he let other people beat it out of him. And as a child, we have this passion to do this stuff, and it's just pushed out of us by our parents, by not everyone's parents, but usually by our parents, by the school system, by older people, by the adults, by the old generation. By the old energy, it just pushes that passion out of you and says, settle, you gotta get a job, you gotta do this bullshit. And you know what? If you dedicate that passion to humanity and serving, and dedicate it to yourself and filling up yourself, so then you can go out and serve and help, and you ask life to help you and to guide you, and you surrender, life will guide you. It really will. And that's what's happened to me, and that's what I chose to do. And I couldn't settle, and I kind of, parts of me do want to settle, but it's like, okay, well, I ground, that's kind of the thing. I ground and let things kind of settle, and then I rest, I get moving, and I stir up my vortex again. It's like this expansion and contraction. But ending this video here, another thing for me is, like, I have all these amazing videos, and I just got to share my passion with these videos, and it's like I don't always have all the data, and finding Wi-Fi to upload them kind of sucks. And I got my dad yelling at me for using the data. My brother or my sister uses all the data.